Reporting live. We're back again from the Bourbon Jamaican with our guests dropping nukes, capital D, capital N.
Is that Ron Burgundy?
And Brady the Great.
All right. Well, tonight we got a wild turkey blend. So I'm a big fan of wild turkey products. So I thought, well, let's do a blind of the shelf products. I know a lot of people talk about rare breed, and I don't really like rare breed, but it's honestly not my favorite. And I'm curious to see what these guys' favorite is.
It'll be the winner. Watch.
So we got Wild Turkey 101. It's about $25 ish, somewhere around there, 20-25. It's a blend of 6 to 8 year bourbons. Kentucky Spirit is about $60-65, and it's a single barrel of Wild Turkey 101, and they normally lean closer to that 8 year mark. Russell's Reserve Store Pick, they're always 110 proof. They range in age. This one is a little over 10 years. It's a off the 6.4 of Camp Nelson E. And then we got Rare Breed at 116.6 proof. It's about $50. And the Russell's picks are normally about 65 to 80, depending on where you get them at. So they're all
wild turkeys.
They're all
attainable, right?
Yeah, they're all obtainable. They're all fairly priced. So yeah. I'm excited to get into it.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's get into it. We're going from left to right.
Yep.
All right. I can smell the.
They're all pretty similar in color, with the exception of the 101. But even here on the counter, the 101 is kind of similar.
Yeah.
Immediately, it smells like a sweeter version of a rare breed to me. You get that oak, you get that orange, and then I get like a vanilla custard almost. It's almost desserty in smell to me.
Yeah, it tastes pretty good.
I got a cherry note.
Oh man. Immediately I get oak and vanilla, caramel, a little bit of citrus. That's what I like a lot about Wild Turkey, is how you get that balance of oak, sweetness, and citrus.
Yeah, this one has a little bit more citrus.
Oh, the finish is delightful.
Oh man, I can still taste it. It's so creamy. But these are easy go-tos for me. Reorganizing the bourbon collection this past weekend, and just looking at all the bottles, and I was thinking to myself, what would you consider a daily sipper? Because I don't restock a lot of bottles because I like to experiment and try a lot of new stuff. But Rare Breed and 101, every time they empty, I got to buy another one.
Absolutely. I like the 101. I accidentally stumbled on it. We ran out of makers one day, and we decided to jump to that, which a bottle that was sitting on my father-in-law's shelf for God knows how many years. And the cork had kind of dry rotted and fell down when we were trying to get it out. And we ended up finishing the bottle that night.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right.
I don't have any of them on my shelf at the moment.
Tonight's going to change your mind.
I mean, I've had a lot of experiences on the 101, in the younger years of.
As you can see, I like Wild Turkey. Yeah. This is the Rye 101, and that's almost gone.
This has a darker smell as opposed to the first glass.
It's not as strong of a smell as the first one, but I still get that like oaky
citrus.
Vanilla.
If this one is real floral with a lot of citrus to me. It has a lot more citrus than glass one.
I would agree with that. Citrus, I get that little bit of floral note, but it still has that sweet oak underlying finish to it.
I get barbasol on the nose. I swear. Like an old barbershop smell.
You be going from locker rooms to barbershops. What is it? Which one is it? You trying to get back into sports?
I am turning 34 in about 10 days, so my testosterone.
Is it weakening or strengthening? Which one is it? I love that. Oh, this one is
number 2 got a lot more spice as opposed to like a fruity on as number 1 was.
I smell a lot of chocolate on this one. Chocolate, kind of marshmallow.
Still get a little bit of that citrus though. It's definitely got a toasty taste to it.
It's not as spicy. Yeah, it's not as spicy.
No, it's got that marshmallow toasty oak taste to it. It's almost like a double oak product. But I'm getting like a fair bit of chocolate on the back end. I really like that chocolate.
I smell a lot of chocolate from the smell.
This is going to be difficult for me to pick a winner because I know in the past from having these, there's so much of a range in wild turkey, but they're all the same mash bill. And the ages, I mean, you're looking at product that's 6 to 12 years. I mean, your rare breed, I forgot to mention this earlier, ranges from 6 to 12-year bourbon blended in that bottle. I mean, it's $50.
Yeah.
So that's why everybody goes to rare breed, and I like it a lot, but sometimes I'll prefer the single barrels because they're so different. Like that third glass is probably one of those true single barrels in the middle.
Yeah, Costco got a lot of single barrel now on sale. So if you live close to a Costco or if you're in Northern Kentucky, swing by Costco and grab you a bottle. For the price, you can't really beat it.
Number 4 got like a little cocoa to it.
It feels the proofiest too.
Oh
man, it's got some chocolate and it's got some orange peel.
I was gonna say a heat.
Yeah,
like the candy bar heat.
Yeah,
I think that's definitely rare breed.
I think 3 and 4 is definitely rare breed.
3 and 4?
2 and 4. 2 and 4 is definitely.
You gonna put rare breed in 2 different glasses?
I don't know if I'm gonna put them in 2 different glasses, but whichever one 2 is. Which one is 2?
He's talking about the Kentucky Spirit.
Oh, this is the Kentucky Spirit here.
Well,
the rare breed's on the end.
My apologies, the Kentucky Spirit. But that and the rare breed is almost identical. But this one has a little bit more of a marshmallow. It has a little bit of chocolate, but I think 4 has a lot of chocolate. And like I said, it goes down pretty smooth.
I like that chocolate oak citrus taste that you get on glass 4. Ooh. But I don't think I could say it's my favorite. Yeah, you get a hug on it for sure. It's got a nice finish. I mean, it's a solid pour. There's not a single thing I can say bad about any of these 4. And it's crazy because you're comparing, an $80 bottle all the way down to $20. And all of them are good. None of these are bad by any means.
Yeah. But for me, I would definitely be mixing the 101. That's like a good bottle to share. It's like for beginners that, a lot of people tend to mix with Sprite or Coke or do a nice old fashioned, but for a sipper, you definitely want to go with the rare breed or the Spirit or even the Russells. Those are definitely sippers, but for the 101, you can either sip it straight or you can mix it however you want to. It definitely gives a good flavor, whatever you combine it with.
I think we should take a few minutes to come to a decision on what our rankings are going to be.
All
right. So after a short deliberation, we've all come to a conclusion what our rankings are, and go from there. This is going to be a surprise for all of us. As we stated at the beginning of the video, we try to bring you something that's easily accessible to the everyday buyer, right? And it really gives that conversation point of what an everyday drinker is. And from this aspect of it, we brought you the Wild Turkey family. So with that being said, my last place finish, like our boy Sheldon's fantasy football team down there.
So Russell's, yours was the Russell's pick?
Yeah, mine was Russell.
Damn, rare breed. Mine was the 101.
Yeah. Mine was rare
So I said
breed.
the cheapest was my least favorite. I don't think it was bad at all.
So I've tried several different Russells, and I still have not had that one that I was like, woo, I'm still not there. And it's been this way for every Russell's. Four Roses too. Everybody's high on Four Roses. I haven't. The only Russells I've really thoroughly enjoyed is the Russell's 13.
Yeah.
So fitting for my personal palate and taste buds.
All right. So for me,
Your third place was Russell's.
Russell's Reserve.
Mine was the Kentucky Spirit.
Mine was rare breed.
We're all over the map on this.
Yes.
The third place, rare. We'll go into number two. Number two for me, 101.
Kentucky Spirit.
And mine was the Russells.
So that leaves me with the Spirit.
101.
Mine's the rare breed. That's funny. Every time I bond rare breed into anything, whether it's against other wild turkey products or just any other thing that's around that proof, I'm like, oh, rare breed's not gonna win. And every time rare breed wins.
So I went back and forth with the 101 and the rare breed for my second and third place. I don't know. I really enjoyed the Spirit. I thought that it was a great mouthfeel. It had a nice, not too long finish, and it gave you a lot of different flavorful profiles in there that I enjoyed. Like I said, I don't have any of these on my shelf. Wild Turkey isn't something that I rarely go to, so it was nice that Brady brought them through for us to be able to pour up and bring to you guys, and give y'all a lot of conversation pieces in order to hit the comment section, right? We appreciate all the people that randomly have been commenting on some of our shorts and some of the videos that we put out in the last couple of weeks. It shows that we're having some kind of touch out there with you guys. So we appreciate the love, and we look forward to continuously growing in 2024.
Yeah, absolutely. Give a big shout out to Below Average, man. You've shown us a lot of love all year, and we appreciate it, and we reciprocated the same thing, man. Continue doing what you're doing, and here's to 2024. We will continue to do our 25 days of Christmas. We're on day 19, so Brady will be dropping a video on that one. But thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like and share.
Capital D, capital N.
Drop it nukes.
Thanks, guys.